going to show you an alternate method to balancing in base that's a little different than the packet. So what I'm going to do is have you start by doing the oxidation numbers. So remember, elements are 0. Permanganate -2 times 4 is going to be -8. So to be -1. Manganese has to be +7. Okay, over here, manganese dioxide, 2 times -2 is -4, so manganese has to be +4 in this one. OH as an ion is -1. There's 4 of them. And again, I'm not doing oxygen and hydrogen separately. I could, but this is -4. So to get an ion to be -1, aluminum has to be +3. So you're going to start out with your half reaction as well. So I'm going to start with aluminum. Okay, so this one's oxidation. So I'm going to do aluminum to aluminum hydroxide. Now, this one's pretty easy, so you have OH by itself, so I'm going to add 4 hydroxides to the other side of the equation. And just be careful, that's OH, not 40, so sometimes you have to be careful with that you don't get yourself confused with that. And then I'm going from 0 to +3, so I'm going to need 3 electrons over here. And you also see you need that to balance charge, so -1 plus -3 is going to give you a charge of -4. To do the manganese, or permanganate, I have to balance oxygen. So I'm going to add water just like I would if I were in an acid environment. So I'm going to add 2 more waters here. And that's going to give me 4 hydrogens that I'm going to have to add. Now, I know in base we don't have hydroxide or hydrogen ions, we have hydroxide, but I'll show you how this kind of maps out. So some people like this better because it's more practice with the acid, some people don't, so you can use the method in the packet if you prefer that. So I'm going from +7 to +4, so I need to add 3 electrons on this side as well. And you'll also notice for charge, -3 + 1 is my 4 positives. So everything is balanced here. This is nice because I have 3 electrons on both sides, so I can cancel those. I don't have to do a multiplier for this one. But what I do have to do is get rid of H+. So to get rid of H+, and to have hydroxide, which is what's really in a base, I'm going to add 4 hydroxides to both sides of my equation. So again, what I do to one side, I have to do to the other. Hydrogen plus hydroxide gives me 4 water molecules. So this is why some people like this, some people don't. So I now have water molecules on this side and water molecules on this side. So I'm going to cancel these 2 with these 4 and get a total of 2. So then my final equation for all of this, the other thing you'll notice, I have 4 hydroxides on both sides, those are going to cancel, is I'm going to just add what's left. So I have 2 water molecules plus an aluminum plus a permanganate ion, and then I have this aluminum hydroxide complex ion, and I have MnO2. So again, I'm going to check everything first. I have 4 hydrogens here, 4 hydrogens here. I'm going to save oxygen to the end. I have 1 aluminum with 1 aluminum, 1 manganese with 1 manganese. My oxygens, I have 2 here plus 4 here is a total of 6. 4 here plus 2 here is a total of 6 oxygen as well. And then charges, compounds are neutral, elements are neutral. I have a -1 on this side. I have a -1 from this ion and another neutral compound, so my charges balance out as well, and I have just balanced that in a basic situation because I ended up using hydroxide.